I have literally been talking to myself for the past 6 minutes. Literally. Literally talking to myself for the past 6 minutes. I thought I was talking to you all. I was saying hello. I was doing all the things. So, oh my gosh. Okay. So, yes, I literally have been. Let me mute this so that you don't have to hear the reverb here. Literally been talking to myself. So, this setup ahead of time threw me off. Again, I have to remember that I want to. Here I am, y'all. That I need to go live in YouTube, not just start my stream, because the way that I had been doing it was just start stream and it automatically would just pick up YouTube and start playing. I never had to click go live. And because my OBS window is on top of my YouTube window, because I can read the comments straight ahead. Oh no. Right, Robin? I feel like an idiot. So, I mean, I literally was talking to you guys. Yeah, right? So, hello, everyone. Hello, Robin. Hello, Joe. Hello, JJ. Hello, Bethwin. Hello, Harneal Media. And hello, my sweet Nancy. And let's see, did I miss anyone? Thank you all for joining me. So, as I was saying, tonight on Crafty Creators Community, I am Michelle with Design&Vine. Following me at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, you will find Robin with Robin's Buys and DIYs. Following Robin at 7 p.m., you will see Annie with Indiana Jones and Tammy with Crafty Peep. They will be double screening. Then at 8 p.m., you will see Kristy with Kristy's Crafty Cottage. And that is all Central Standard Time. It is 6:08 p.m. my time. I am on the East Coast in North Carolina. I went to Goodwill today because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. And yes, I have some things that I can thrift lying about. However, they were kind of longer projects, and I wanted something that I could do on the live. I've just chewed up 10 minutes, though. So, let me turn my cameras down. I had done all of this before. So that is the lineup for this evening. If you need to see it again, let me know. Let me turn my downward-facing camera. And this is what I picked up, guys. So this is one of those frames that you put pictures in each. It looks like a window, and it has two glass panes that are down on the floor, all cleaned behind me. It has hardware. This little handle right here goes on the bottom edge over here, and the screws are in. I also picked this up. This was $2.99. This was $7.99. I always save the stickers so I can show you guys. This was $7.99 at Goodwill. It's not focusing. Focused on my Dollar Tree cut, but it's not focusing on the can. $7.99, and that's kind of steep. But I was in a wealthier neighborhood Dollar Tree, so you know how that goes. They jack the prices up. I do have too many screws on here. I have the top part of the window, the little decorative lock that goes on the top of a window typically, but this one's just decorative because it's not a real window. And I was just about to get started with Wise Owl wax. I've never used this before, but I could not find my Junk Monkey wax because I used it recently and I don't know where I put it. So I'm going to use Kristy's method of, hi Charlene, with Annie and maybe Tammy. Okay, so definitely Annie, maybe Tammy. Kristy's method of making this look chippy, okay? So let me put my handle back over there, and I'm just going to put the wax in places that I don't want the paint to stick. So in little areas, I'm just going to put some globs of wax where I want this to look chippy. Globs. And I kind of like the knots, so I'm going to kind of go for the knots here. I always like the natural part of wood, but we definitely want this to, I'm going to grab all of the little knots in the wood because I want those to show through. Kind of helps you to remember that it was once a tree, right? So I'm just going to kind of maybe get some near the handle here. In the corner. I hope I'm doing this right. I did clean this part too. So if there are little imperfections, because I grabbed this at Goodwill, and you know, they're not always really careful. I've been there when they're stocking shelves and they bring stuff out in carriages, and they're not real careful with it. They'll just, you know, throw things around pretty much. I've seen them do it, so not saying anything bad. I mean, I kind of am, but you know, it's old stuff, so they don't really have to be, I guess, careful with things. So just going along some of the edges here. And then I'm going to paint over this. And then we're going to use our spackle knife. Hopefully. I'm surprised. No, sir. Oh, that never works. Okay, Mac, it's just Ryland. He lives here. You're fine. It's all good.
You live?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. Macarella, Macarella. I hear you, Bethwyn. Okay. I think we have enough. So I always use this brush that I have for wax. I just stick it in this jar, and I know that that's my wax brush. And again, I used Wise Owl natural furniture wax, 4-ounce can. All right, now I am going to take antique lace. Do I want antique lace or do I want white? I want antique lace today. Okay. We're going to do antique lace. And grab my little, this isn't going to work. Oh, so I have this piece that I started a while back. And I was going to do this, but I don't like that color. So I like the color, but I don't like it on here. So I figured with the glare and all of that, that I would just do this offline and take pictures of it. All right. Let me find my paint can opener. Because I always think I have everything handy, and then I think of something after I'm live. That should be something that I keep up on my desk at all times, and I thought I did, but I'm not seeing it. So I'm going to go to my trusty screwdriver to open this. The one that I'm not supposed to use for things like this. And we are using Giant Monkey paint in the color Antique Lace. And I always see Sonia use a spoon, so I've started using a spoon instead of a stir stick. Because why waste that wood that I can make a sign with, right? There's a little bit of oils on the lid there, but I'm going to leave that alone. Look at how thick this paint is. So nice. All right, grab a brush and go bananas. We're going to paint right over that wax. But it's not going to stay where the wax is, because if you know anything about, like if you've ever done refinishing furniture and you paint, you always wax last. There's a reason for that, because you can't paint over wax. It will come off. It will basically chip off. Oh no. Oh no. Am I offending someone by painting this? I'm sorry. Trying to keep a flat area over here, not too thick on the areas where the screws go, so that I can see where they go later. I definitely want to get the inside, but I'm not going to paint the back. It's a friendly issue. Gotcha. I love watching the scroll saw community. Love watching you guys. Sometimes I'm just a silent watcher and I won't say something. Mostly because I don't know what to say, because I don't know how to work a scroll saw. I may say hello, but that's about it. Alright, I'm going to leave that section alone so I'm not picking up any paint. Once it starts to dry, which Junk Monkey dries rather quickly, you don't want to go back over sections because it will pull up what is already there. Okay. Moving right along. I know you can't see me right now. This is a bigger piece, so maybe you can, nope, you can't see from the front either. It is accepted as so. Hi, Steve. If anybody wants to post their business page on here, you're welcome to. Oh, you can't do links on here. I'm so used to Facebook. I hear you, Charles. This antique lace is I think, Junk Monkey's version of Off-White. I thought it would be perfect for this. So there is a wood insert as well, but I'm not painting that part either. And I'm not painting the back. The insert is more of like a frame to hold the back in place. And since I'm not painting the back, I'm not going to concern myself. So Tammy is about to become a grandma again. I think that's why there's uncertainty as to whether or not she's able to join us this evening. I know she's joining her son and daughter-in-love, as she calls her. So sweet. Yes, that kind of induction. Yes, yes, yes. The most painful kind. Yes, ma'am. She's having a grandson, although I'm sure it's valid, but my brother, it's been many, many years ago, so maybe that's why it wasn't as accurate, but my let's see, my nephew is in college now, so they were told he was going to be a girl. The doctor said, yep, 100%, that's a girl. And they had a baby shower and got all the things pink. And she's named Nicholas. Nicholas Bruno. And yeah, it was a boy. So hopefully they're accurate on this, because they're all looking forward to this little grandson. I'm sure they're accurate. They have better ways of detecting these days. Nicholas was born on New Year's Day. And they already had a boy, so they were like, yay, a girl. Nope. And they didn't go for a third one. They only have 2 boys. But they were very surprised that day. So not only was he a New Year's baby that made the newspaper because he was a New Year's baby and they do that sort of thing, but he made the news because he was a surprise too. So he was a New Year's Day surprise. Well, yeah, let's not get into that. That would be politically incorrect. We're getting there. Working our way around. I may be able to just use some sandpaper on this to get the chippy effect. I don't think I need to use a tool like Kristy does. What is that flat tool called? It's not a spatula. I got spatula in my head. Is it a spatula? What is that tool called? You're fine. What is that metal flat tool called that you use for scraping? A scraper. Okay. Thank you, Bethwin. Yeah, the scraper. Okay. I know I still have some interior stuff to do. I'm going to go over this little section here because it's not quite enough paint. $6.25. Pay attention to my little corners. What's everyone having for dinner? My two guys that I usually go to dinner with, my son and my husband, are at dinner right now. They're having Greek. What are you guys having for dinner? Or have you had dinner already? Bethwyn, what'd you have for breakfast? Is it lunchtime where you are? My husband loves those, Charles. I try to keep him away from them since he's had a heart attack because it's a prepared food, you know. It's got a lot of salt in it. I mean, it's, you know, frozen, meaning preserved. That's what I'm trying to say, preserved. So it's got a lot of salt in it for that reason, to preserve it. Charlene's having salad. Now it's 8:26 a.m. So you're about to have breakfast? Okay. You had a salad tonight too. That may be what I go get. And then coffee. Yay. Checking for drips. Okay. Checking to make sure I'm getting all the sides that I need to get too. And I just put my arm down in wet paint. But that's okay. It cleans up well. I just don't want to get it on my shirt. I saw a corner that had some extra paint, and now I can't find it. Almost done. And we're gonna get to chippy in this. You know, sometimes this is the hardest part. Talk amongst yourselves. That's what I would be doing. That's what I will be doing when Robin is live. And everyone else, I will be talking in the chat. Because I like to. I like to talk. Okay. Got all 4 of those. We got all 4 of those. I think I'm missing this one. I'm not sure yet until I turn it around. All right. Wow, I also have a lot of wax on my hand right now. Nope, I got, well, most of it. I got most of it. Let's see. No drippies. Okay. Oh gosh. I definitely need to grab a paper towel and go on the underside of this because I feel a lot of wet paint. Yep. There's a lot of drips getting ready to happen under here. So let me just get that off. And I'll come back and fix anything I need to fix. So this actually acts like a picture frame in the back. On the back side, there's those little things that you swing around to hold in the back. Let me just get this excess paint off of here. And I'm sure I messed up the front just a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. I did paint my camera and I did get my fingers all over the front. So it has these little twisty things right here. All right, I'm gonna lay this back down. Sorry about that, guys. I just knocked my camera around in a circle. There, a little crooked still. And I have to clean it when I'm done because I just got paint all over it. Not used to going this big with my crafts. But I saw this and I thought it would be something quick to do in an hour. I have to fix that because that's where I grabbed it with my hand. That actually may be a waxed area that where it just came off easy. So we're about to find out. Okay, that's not so much on my hand anymore. Did you guys go Greek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we won't be going back to Peep Delight again. I know that for sure.
No good?
I mean, it tasted good, but the amount of food you get for the price, and it's just not worth it.
Okay. I think this is a waxed area up here. But I'm going to paint over it again anyway, and it will distress when we go to distress. Does anyone see an area that I might have missed? Yep, right there, whole section. Oh, there's a fly. What is it with flies and cameras lately? Kristy had one in hers. I was watching someone else on YouTube, and they had a fly that kept zipping by them. And it was actually kind of funny because the person kept saying, rude. They just want their moment of fame, right? Okay. All right, let me go ahead and dry this. Well, that didn't help. I made it worse. Yeah, they love gyros. Gyros. Pico de gallo. You know, my daughter found a pico de gallo. So it's just pico de gallo with little tiny pieces of pickle chopped up as well in it. And oh my gosh, if you love pickles, hi Fabi, how are you? It's really good. Oh my goodness, it's really good. I'm gonna kick this up a notch, shall we? I'm gonna get this dry so we can sand it. And at the very least, put the handle back in. Oh, it's crackling a little. It's okay too. Oh, I started to say before, I did clean it up with Quidd Putter. crackling real good up over there. I wonder if the wax is doing that. Turn that down. Crackling right there. I think it's the wax that's doing that. Oh, I like it though. So when I go to sand that, some of that's going to come off, right? Look at that. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Right down over here. And over here. It's crackling too. Right in here. Over here a little bit. I'll bring it up closer in a second when it's dry. And get the insides. I'm real impatient with this part. The drying. I'll oftentimes stop and it's still kind of wet, and then you go to sand and it makes a nightmare mess. So I really want to make sure this is good and dry. I missed a little piece there, but that's okay because that's the look I'm going for. It's only a tiny piece. Let me come along the outside and get this drying as well. 22 minutes. What can't you see? You can't see the crackle? I'm going to show you. My mom said I took a whole raw onion off the counter when I was like 6 years old, maybe younger. I don't remember anything from those days, but and I took a huge bite out of it like it was an apple, and I liked it. Must have been a Vidalia, right? Is that for lunch? Turmeric veggie stew on Saturday. Wow. I don't use turmeric very much. I probably should. It's so good for you. I just wouldn't know what to use it in. Shoot me a recipe, Bethrin. Pretty please. I think we're pretty dry here. All right. I will bang the lid on with a hammer later so I don't have another incident. And now I'm going to grab a sanding block from the Dollar Tree. And we are going to, let me show you the chippy. Let me move the camera back straight. I mean, it wouldn't be a craft room if I didn't have paint on my camera, right? You see that? It's trying real hard to focus. And then there's more right there. I really think these are the waxed areas because they're kind of shiny. There's another area of chippy. Look at that big section. So it looks really shiny, like there's wax under there. So all of that is probably going to go away when I sand this. Yep. You see that? That's the look I'm going for right there. I love it. Let's make this look like it was in a 1920s house that I was driving by, and I said, "Ooh, look at that window. I gotta have that. I have to have that." And then Joe stops the car, and I run out, and it becomes a mission. I have to have that window, right? Oh, yes. Did you see that? beautiful. Get along the edges. We are looking good. With our 1920s, but really 1990s probably, still vintage window frame here. Oh yeah, looking good. You see what this is doing, Joe?
Yep.
We made it chippy. Oh, look, guys. Did y'all try to tell me I missed that? I missed the whole top. That's all right. That's okay. It's all right. It's all good. I was drying that area too. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. I love it. Is that not adorable? I love it. All right, I am going to paint that real quick. No. Yeah, I have to, guys, because that's where the handle goes, of course. That's the end where the handle goes. So I'm just gonna real quick grab a brush and go bananas again. I'm gonna paint the top over here. I know you can't see, but that's okay. I'm just gonna paint it, dry it, sand it. What do you think, guys? Do you like this look? I love how the wood is coming through. And I achieved this look with wax. And you can wax it afterwards if you want. Give it that little bit of sheen and seal it in. Pretty sure I'm getting some on the bottom, and that will be enough to finish this off. Okay, let me dry that. Oh, there's the fly. Don't land on my wet paint. Okay. Itchy nose. Usually I'm allergic to something on my nose. Junk Monkey. Junk Monkey is the place to be. Okay. Sneeze, he said it hurt, but I was afraid it was being hurt again at 3 a.m. Oh, wow. I'll have to read back on what you're talking about, Fabi. You're talking about onions being a healer. I know people put them on their feet. Oh, really? Thank you. We're almost dry. And let me just show you. If I go over this with wax now, watch this piece right here. Look at the wood, how it brings the darkness of the wood out. You see that up there? How that made that darker? So, waxing over this once the paint is dry will give it that even more realistic look. Ooh, yeah. That would be a good idea. Viral. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna sand this side now. The top, oh yes. That original wax that was laid down made that go chippy. Let me back up and show you guys. Full screen. what this is looking like. I have to come over here. So even on the ends, I need to sand that side. I did that one and I did that one. So which one am I missing here? This one didn't do a lot. I must not have put a lot of wax. Oh, here we go. It did it it did it a little bit. I probably should be wearing a mask. So it did it a little bit, you can see there. But let me just show you real quick. I got 13 minutes left. So you can see kind of right down here against my cabinets, I have 2 panes of glass go in the back of this, because how it's supposed to look is you put in a pane of glass, and then you can either put a bunch of little pictures. Let me turn my camera down. I'm losing my mind. So you put the first pane down, okay? And then you can put a bunch of little pictures, or you can center a picture, or put one that's the full 8x10 size in here, and you do that for each section. But you can divide it up further than just 4 if you choose to do so. And then it has this little wooden thing right here. No, then you put the other glass pane down. There's 2 panes of glass, and then you place this on top of the glass, and you switch these things. Some of them are harder to move. We have to bring the screws up. But you put these things, and it holds everything in place. Right, a collage. That's what I was trying to think of. So you could put a bunch of small pictures in here if you wanted to. And no one's going to see the backside once it's hung. And it's already got the picture, the sawtooth hangers up at the top here. So you've already got that in place. And then we simply add back our little decorative pieces. So this is the bottom. This is how you're going to raise and lower. And that's what really makes this look more vintagey, because windows today don't have these little types of, let's see if I can get these in here real quick. I kind of painted over the holes, but we should be good. Yeah, we should be good. To just screw this back in. And then I can wax around it even too. Let me just get this started. I am not good at this kind of thing. This is usually a hey JJ kind of moment, and I hate to say it, but it just is what it is. I don't know why. I'm just really awkward with screwdrivers and such, but I do have a tool over here. I just want to get these started, and then I will zip them in, hopefully with the tool. Hopefully they're not too small.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah B. Oh, Sarah did a lot of painting today. The new studio, Joe. That's where she was all day. And we tried to call her earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she was at the new studio. They built a whole new studio just for my baby, so she can teach classes. And she was there today helping paint. The mirrors are on the walls and everything. She's a dancer, y'all.
That's one stick of a magnetic screwdriver.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I still somehow screw those up. Like, my hand wants to, I don't know if I'm pushing too hard or what, but my hand wants to like move, and they, even on the magnetic thing, it tends to go awry. I'm getting my nails did tomorrow, so. All right, let's see if a girl can do, whoa.
I think that might be too fast.
Too fast. How do I make it slower?
Can't.
Huh?
Can't.
Oh. I can't use this?
No, you want to use a regular.
All right. A girl can't use that then. So let me just
big screws. Those are small.
Well, they're kind of long though. What would it do if I used it?
Nothing. Go ahead, use it.
See how awkward I am, guys?
You gotta put your hand on top of this thing like this.
This is what Joe Borelli said to do. Come say hi to everybody. There's guys on here. Charles, see? Charles is here, sticking his tongue out at me. Say hi, Charles.
Hey, Charles. Oh, nobody can see me.
Oh, no, they can't. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. There's Joe Borelli.
Hi, everyone. How are you today?
That's the Hubbins. Cartwheels are even harder than dance moves, so that's an A+ in my book. Who's doing cartwheels? Charles, are you doing cartwheels? Lord, I've never been able to do one. Did you? You're doing cartwheels, aren't you? Hey,
Hey,
Dad,
Sarah.
Sarah said. Aw, my baby. She's coming home again this week when she's done painting and doing all the things.
You got it?
You have before, but not now. Okay. No. It's really... The struggle is real, y'all. I'm not lying. Oh, he sure is. The infamous Joe Borelli, yes. He left. I was dancing with him. Okay.
Oh,
It's
want
fun.
me to do the other one?
Yeah, this one's going to be tricky because you're not going to be able to see it. So I'm just going to wait till I'm offline. But basically, this goes in the back, like so. This goes in the back. And then this little piece, this little bear, goes in the front. And they get screwed in. And then it acts like a little lock, like so. Once they're screwed in and they're in their proper places, it acts like a little lock. Like that. You can't see because I switched the camera back. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna get it right, y'all. So there's these 4 holes up here, and you put this piece here, and then this piece here behind it, and it acts like a little window lock, like so. You can kind of see there. So this swings and acts like a little lock. So, ain't nothing wrong with that. Women dye their hair. So this is what we have, our little frame. And I'm going to probably do chippy on this as well. And then I'm probably going to do the same exact thing with this piece right here. This is old. This is real old. It has a little like tassel hanging thing that you pull it open with. It's metal. So it's real hard to... The magnet's really strong on here. But anyway, that opens. And I don't know if y'all... This is an old painter's trick. But if you take a razor blade on glass, like I could paint all over this, kind of like I did. And just taking a razor blade to it gets that paint off really fast. Really easy. Let's see if I can lay this sideways. That's on the inside, so I'm not going to be able to show you. But, yep, all of that is... There's some on the outside. So if this was laying flat, a straight edge, you could paint just sloppily and take it. This has glass on the sides and everything. So you don't have to be so careful. You can just scrape it right off with a straight edge. I have to get replacement blades for this old thing. This was probably given to me by my dad, or a freebie somewhere. Looks like it's got somebody's business on it. But this will be chippy too. And I knew I was only going to have time for the window today. So let me put the schedule up again so that you can see what we got going on. We have Robin next with Robin's Buys and DIYs. And then we have Annie with Indie Annie Jones and potentially Tammy with Crafty Peep. And then Kristy with Kristy's Crafty Cottage. And you are watching Crafty Creators Community. And we are going to hop over to Robin's channel in just a moment. You know what? I have some Halloween stuff that I can show you. Pay no attention to the rainbow bus. This was an old craft that I did. I grabbed these from the Dollar Tree. These are going to be redos. How cute is this frame? How cute is this frame? I mean, it's plastic, but I mean, I would just leave this the way it is. And it's a cute Halloween decoration. Dollar Tree, y'all. This is Dollar Tree as well. Now, this is from the plus section, but it's got a beaded garland. It's got this little hanging thing down at the bottom. And then it has 2D or 3D, I guess you would say, raised wood on the pumpkin. You can heat gun this off, put a completely different saying, use this for something else, or put it back on, put something else down here. I mean, you can really make it whatever you want. I like to redo this kind of thing, so that's probably what I'll do there. And you could even, since this is a picture frame, put a picture of Frankenstein in it and call him Uncle Frank, you know? I mean, hey, why not? So anyway, guys, jump over to Robin's channel. I know we're a couple minutes early, 1 or 2 minutes early. I don't have my glasses on. And
1 minute.
1 minute. 1 minute. That's about the time Robin's allowed to go live. So
45 seconds.
Yep. Head on over there and let's chit chat in the chat over on her channel and see what she has in store for our thrift flip this evening. Thank you for joining me. I hope everyone has a blessed evening. Good night, everybody. I'll see you in chat and on Robin's channel. Hit the like button on your way out, please. Thank you.
Mom, this was me